I would say the balance between being a traveling, touring DJ and producer and also being a student at University of Kentucky is not the easiest thing. I would say it's probably one of the hardest struggles when it comes to my job. And over these last, 6 months, I think I found a really good balance for it. I've had to miss a lot of class. I've missed a bunch of assignments, but over time, I've gotten better at working and balancing all of that. So when I'm on the road, I'll make sure I'll check my cams before I leave, get done what I need to get done. And I really do feel like learning how to balance school and touring has been a very good lesson to me because, you know, when it's not school, 3 or 4 years from now, when I'm just doing full time touring, maybe that balance from the schoolwork to touring as an artist turns into, checking emails or replying to texts or, working on content. So balancing that has taught me, I need to balance all this stuff at the other time, at another time. And I think yeah, balancing has been just a good help to me overall. And it has been hard, but it's been a great learning experience, and I can't wait to see where, the learn from school and touring has is gonna take me in the long run. So yeah. What got me into making music and DJing? That's a question that a lot of people ask. And before I was doing music, I was going to play Division One baseball. And about November in my senior year of high school, one of my best friends, Charlie Doyle, took me down to Western Kentucky University, and we went to this frat party, believe it or not, and they had this little DJ board, and one of the frat guys, he was like, "Hey, like our DJ's not here. Like, does any of your boys want to DJ it?" And I stepped up, not knowing what in the world I was doing, but I acted like I did, and I just asked for like the basic instructions, and it was pretty bad, but I DJ'd and just watching the crowd, um, get lit or turn up to my music. It was surreal to see, like, just being in control of the music and watching people dance to the music I'm playing. I fell in love with that moment. It was like a rush that you just can't explain. And as soon as I got home, one of my best friends, Willis Knopfsinger, he gave me this DJ board that he had left over, and I started uploading like these corny mixes on TikTok. I was getting grilled pretty bad, um, and I just kept doing it because I loved it so much. And eventually, a mentor of mine named Vice, he's a big time touring DJ. He came to Louisville, my hometown, and he told me, listen, if you want to make it in the music industry, if you really love what you do, you got to start making your own music. So I downloaded a software called Ableton, and as soon as I opened it, I closed it immediately because it was like looking in a airplane cockpit for the first time. I was like, what am I looking at? And then a couple days go on, I'm like, all right, like I want to do this. So I started watching YouTube videos every single day, and I just fell in love with the craft. I started working 10 to 12 hours a day in the studio, working in Ableton, making music. And I would say for the first 4 or 5 months, I couldn't get anything to click. And I made one track that I really liked, and it did over 80,000 streams on SoundCloud. And I was like, this is what I want to do. I just kept doing it, kept grinding, fell in love with the craft, and it became my passion. And now here we are. The one thing I would say is support from my friends and family is the biggest thing to me. I mean, it's super important, to see my best friends that have been there since day one, support my journey, um, showing love on all my new music or whatever I post. And my dad and my mom has been supportive through the whole journey. I mean, I can say, my dad was pretty upset when I told him was going to quit baseball and do this full time and just focus on making music. But in the long run, now he's like, my main manager. He supports everything I do. My mom, she was like an electronic music mom, or she was into electronic music since she was growing up. So she's been loving it the whole ride. And it's just been surreal to me, see this whole journey, see everyone show me love and support me with whatever I'm doing and all the music that I'm dropping. And I just don't think there's a better feeling than, checking my phone or my notifications and seeing one of my best friends, comment on a post or tell me they love my new song. So that's been an insane part of this journey. And I would say, there's a lot of big stuff coming up this summer. We're going to be on the road quite a bit. I'm going to let you guys in on something, I haven't announced yet. We got France coming up with Diplo. We got Atlanta Breakaway on the 15th of May. We got Miami, New York City, um, LA. We're going to be on the road. And it's crazy that, I can say I'm going to travel these places to do a job. And to me, it's not even a job, I'm doing what I love. Um, getting to play music for people and create an environment of happiness and joy. And to call that my job, it's surreal to think that like I get to say my job is for people to hear my music and dance. So it's gonna be a crazy summer. I'm excited, and I can't wait to see where this takes me next.